Boom, welcome back to ElzTv. We are here, we are back. And we're not talking about Premier League game today. We're not even talking about Manchester United. We're going to talk about Real Madrid and their situation. They lost today against Man City. And it's not looking great. I know I'm supposed to talk about AC Milan. I'm supposed to talk about Manchester United. But I want to try a little something different on the channel. I want to try something different on the channel today. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before we do that, you know you guys what to have to do. You guys know you have to do. That was a kerfuffle right there. Don't worry about the words. Just understand what I'm saying. Hit a like. Subscribe. We are 19 subscribers away from 250, guys. Like, we can get there by the end of the year. 19 subscribers away. So you guys can do it. Let's get it done. And let's get into the video. Let's do it. They lost today. And they lost on the weekend as well. Very controversial loss, by the way. That referee was probably one of the worst referees I've ever seen. That was just terrible. He was so biased. Like, he just wanted Madrid to lose. Like, as you guys know, I watch a lot of football. I watch all the leagues. I watch it every single weekend. And I've been watching Real Madrid for years. And this season, they've been very, very underwhelming. And I don't think they've been as bad as a lot of people say, because you know people on Twitter, they just talk. They go by game. Oh, this player didn't score today, so he's terrible. Oh, this player scored today, so now he's the best player in the world. Blah, 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 blah. But to be fair, Madrid have been underwhelming this season. They have been underwhelming this season. And there's a lot to talk about. There actually is a lot to talk about. So first of all, let's talk about Xabi Alonso. Now, is his job in danger? Yes. Because he does have 2 wins in the last 8 games, which is just not good. At Madrid, you can't have 2 wins in the last 8 games. And I think the only reason he's probably not going to get sacked after this Man City game is there's 2 reasons. One, he's played for the club, and that does give you a little bit of leeway, because you have a little bit of emotional connection to him as a person and what's not, right? And he kind of knows ins and outs about certain things, and that helps with relationship with players. 2, I actually think, crazily enough, that the players were the reason he lost the game today specifically, and maybe the players have to take more, not acknowledgement. You guys know the word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now. But it's not just Xabi Alonso's fault for why Madrid are doing badly. A lot of the players are not pressing enough. They're not fighting for tackles. They're not passing. I think it's just that accumulation of Xabi Alonso getting things wrong and that at the same time. I think where Xabi gets it wrong is he is a bit stubborn with playing certain players like Vinny. Vinny this season has not been great. Let's be real. He started off pretty decent, but he's just been falling off. And he's still playing every game here and there and there and there and there. And I think he needs to be dropped now. I think even it proved today, Vinny, I'm sorry. I rate you. You're a good player. You're world class, right? Champions League, scoring 2 Champions League finals. But right now, you're not a starter, bro. You're not a starter. I'm sorry to say it. Like, he needs to be on the bench. And I would say he needs to be on the bench for Rodrigo, but he only scored his first goal today in 32 games, right? So, I mean, I would start him on the weekend, right? Obviously, because he just scored. Maybe that'll give him confidence. Maybe he'll go on and kick on like how he normally would. And Rodrigo's a quality player as well, right? So, players like Vinny, even Bellingham. Bellingham's come back and not been great. Arda Güler's kind of dropped off. I know they have injuries as well, so that's another thing we need to take in consideration when it comes to talking about Xabi Alonso, because yes, injuries are a part of why things are not going as well. We have no Militao, we have no Alaba. There's lots more. No Trent. This weekend they have no Fran, they have no Carreras, they have again no Trent, no Endrick. I mean, Endrick doesn't even play this season, which is another weird thing. No Endrick, no Mbappe now. There's just a lot of players missing right now. Camavinga's injured. I'm remembering as we go, Carvajal's injured. Like, bro, the list goes on and on. Dean Housen is injured. Bro, I keep thinking every single time, and more players are just appearing in my brain. So there are a little bit of you gotta give him a little bit of leeway for that. But he still needs to be doing better than 2 wins in 8 games, and the games that he's played should not be that. Because you played Liverpool, you lost against a Liverpool team that was losing every single game, conceding bare goals, and you lost 1-0 to them. And didn't even play well in that game. Got completely outplayed and that kind of stuff. You lost against Celta Vigo at the weekend for the first time in God knows how long. And you didn't win today. So Marco was saying, I know Marco are frauds and all, but they were saying that if Xabi Alonso doesn't win today, which he didn't, then he'll be sacked. Now, would I be surprised to see him sacked in the morning? No, right? Because I feel like if you're at Madrid and you have 2 wins in the last 8 games, it kind of is justified as to why you should be sacked. But in this particular situation, I think it is circumstantial, right? I don't think it's, like I said, I don't think it's all his fault. And I think he can turn it around really and truly. Like, he's still, I know a lot of people don't rate him because they say, oh, he's just a one-season wonder and what's not. But as the players keep coming out, they're saying, we stand with Xabi, we're with him, all the media is lying. He seems to be pretty confident that things can turn around. And on another day today, I don't think they would have lost the game. If Vinny had his shooting boots on today, if Bellingham didn't decide to chip in that moment, they probably would have won that game. Or at least got a draw, at least. And I don't even think it would have been mad to say that they kind of maybe deserve that in this context. So I understand why Madrid fans are mad, and I get the standards and all that. And I'm a Manchester United fan, and I can't be the best one speaking because a lot of Manchester United fan standards are in the gutter right now because they're all saying Ruben Amorim is going to do well and we need to give him time and he's going to be the greatest manager and he's going to get us to the promised land based off nothing. So, but I'm not one of them. So you don't have to categorize me with the other stupid United fans that are backing this nonsense. I'm just me, okay? I'm just ElzTv, all right? Like and subscribe. But yeah, so that's what's going on with Madrid right now. And to more talk about today's game, as I said, the first half, I thought they were pretty decent. But it's just defensively right now. Like, it's not looking that good, man. Like, Raul Asensio is too rash. Rudiger's now come back from injury, but again, too rash today. But I don't think he was that bad. I thought he was probably one of their standout defenders today. And Carreras as well, formerly from Manchester United. That bald fraud got rid of him. But then he started getting cooked towards the end by Sabinho, I can't lie. But that doesn't mean that he had a poor game. Valverde's playing right back shifts right now because they literally have no right backs. And even Valverde himself, he would tell you, he's been poor this season too. Valverde's not been his normal self this season. He's not been that engine in midfield that they've needed, or even wherever he plays. He's been losing the ball, not being positionally in the right places. So what I think is going on right now is egos. I think the problem at Madrid right now is the egos. You have Mbappe there, you have Vinny there, you have Bellingham there, you have all these players that think that they deserve to be wearing the shirt because, yeah, I'm this person. I'm not even hating on Mbappe because I think Mbappe is excused from all this because he's been scoring all the goals for Madrid. And people that say, oh, the reason why you're bad is because Mbappe is here. It's not because Mbappe. That's just an easy way to say, oh, because Mbappe is scoring all the goals, let's blame him for why Madrid are doing bad. That doesn't even make any sense, bro. If Mbappe wasn't scoring those goals, you wouldn't even be 2 wins in 8, bro. Who knows where you would be? Like, who knows where you'd be, bro? Like, if Mbappe was on today, you would have won that game. I guarantee you, you would have won that game. So I don't want to hear no Madrid fans saying that it's Mbappe's fault you're doing bad. It's not. It's not Mbappe's fault. It's what's going on around him and the egos around him. A lot of players are not fighting for the badge, bro. You think you deserve to be on top spot just for being there. Bro, you got to prove why you deserve to be on that top spot. You got to show why you deserve to wear that Madrid shirt or be at the top echelons of football. Because Mbappe is doing it. He's doing it. Mbappe is showing he's a world-class player. He's scoring at every single, even when you guys play poorly, he's the one that's making the difference. He's the one that's making, he's not making any of those play badly. He's not making, like Vinny make a bad pass or Bellingham do this or that or Goulet do this and that and not run and trap back and this person not defend. He's not making all of that happen. It's partly Xabi. It could be partly Mbappe not doing certain things that they want a number 9s to do, like run into the box and come in for tap-ins, but he's still scoring the goals, right? He's still doing the business for you, right? Today he didn't play, and y'all were at halftime were saying, oh, look, we look so much better without Mbappe. And then you lost the game. You lost the game. You still lost without Mbappe. And if you had him today, maybe you would have won the game. So that whole narrative is just dumb. It's just dumb. You're just looking to blame somebody for no reason. Give him the credit, not blame him, right? So yeah, it's a very, very interesting situation at Madrid. And the loss today is really, really crazy. And I think if he goes against Alaves this weekend and drops any sort of points and doesn't have a good performance, I think he's gone, bro. And for the standards of Madrid, it's justified to have those results. You'll have 2 wins in 9 at that point. And you'll be even further off Barcelona because they're 4 points off Barcelona now after being ahead of Barca. So that's another thing as well. It's just so many different things, man. But the season's still long. We're still early in the season and they can turn it around. So we'll have to see what happens. But let me know in the comments down below. What do y'all think? Do you think it's really Mbappe's fault? I don't. I think that's dumb. Or do you think the players have to take more flack? Because I think that's the case. I think the players really have to like look at themselves and be like, all right, let's try harder. We need to do more for ourselves. Not just for the manager, but for yourselves. Have some pride. You know, have some pride. Have some cojones, as you man would say in Spanish. So, yeah, that's what I think is going on. But yeah, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. Bit of a different video. Haven't done it like this before, but thought I'd try it out. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one. So peace out.